Imagine living an ordinary, peaceful life in a quiet village, where each day is filled with familiar routines and comforting simplicity. You tend to the fields, greet neighbors, and live without worry, believing that nothing extraordinary could ever touch your world. But what if everything you thought you knew about yourself was a lie? What if, hidden beneath the layers of normalcy, you were not just special, but the last reincarnation of a legendary demon king, a being whose power could change the fate of the entire world? This is the story of a boy who believed he was ordinary, yet carried the weight of history and immense magic in his very being. The moment he begins to awaken, nothing will ever be the same. Not for him, not for the village, and not for the world around him. The boy's life begins in a serene, idyllic village where simplicity defines every aspect of existence. He spends his days helping his neighbors, playing with friends, and enjoying the little pleasures of daily life, entirely unaware of the monumental destiny that lies dormant within him. His world is predictable, safe, and comforting, filled with small acts of kindness and routines that create a sense of normalcy. To the villagers, he is just another child, learning the ways of life, perhaps a little clumsy, but with a kind heart and gentle spirit. He laughs, dreams, and struggles just like anyone else, never suspecting that beneath his ordinary exterior lies the soul of the last demon king, whose awakening will soon upend everything he has ever known. Even in the midst of his ordinary life, subtle hints begin to appear that this boy is far from ordinary. Small incidents start happening around him, objects moving seemingly on their own, bursts of energy escaping in moments of frustration or excitement, and animals reacting to him in unusual ways. At first, these occurrences are puzzling, dismissed as coincidences or childish accidents. Yet the signs grow impossible to ignore. His strength far surpasses that of other children, and his reflexes, intuition, and resilience are uncanny, even bordering on supernatural. Villagers may notice that he survives situations that should have been fatal or performs feats no ordinary human could achieve, though they cannot explain why. Slowly, it becomes clear that something extraordinary stirs within him, a power ancient and immense, one that he himself does not yet understand. This hidden force hints at a legacy buried deep in his soul, the essence of a being who once ruled with unmatched might and whose return could reshape the world itself. The boy is unknowingly standing at the threshold of awakening, caught between the simplicity of his current life and the immense destiny that has been waiting centuries for him to reclaim it. Everything changes the moment the boy begins to uncover the truth about who he really is. What seemed like small hints of extraordinary power now start to make sense as fragments of memories, feelings, and instincts surface, echoes of a life he cannot fully remember. He discovers ancient texts, relics, or encounters beings who recognize him for what he truly is, the last demon king, a ruler whose reign once instilled both fear and respect across the world. This revelation is staggering. The boy realizes that the peaceful life he has known was a carefully woven illusion to protect him from forces that once sought his destruction. The memories of battles fought, kingdoms conquered, and magic wielded with terrifying precision slowly come back to him, leaving him both awed and burdened. For centuries, the Demon King was believed to be gone, erased from history, and yet here he stands again, young in body but ancient in essence. The boy now faces a world that remembers the terror of his former life, while he struggles to reconcile the simplicity of the life he has lived with the immense power and responsibility that is his birthright. The weight of his identity is enormous, and the journey ahead is fraught with dangers he can no longer ignore. As the boy comes to terms with his true identity, the world around him begins to shift in response to his awakening. Enemies long dormant or hidden now sense the resurgence of the last demon king, and their intentions quickly become clear. Some seek to control him, others to destroy him before his full power can manifest. The boy is thrust into conflicts far beyond the simple struggles of village life. Political intrigue, ancient rivalries, and dangerous adversaries test his abilities and his understanding of the world. He is forced to navigate a delicate balance, trying to protect those he loves while contending with threats that could annihilate everything around him. Each encounter pushes him to confront the depths of his latent power, but also the consequences of wielding such strength. At times he falters, overwhelmed by the responsibilities that come with his heritage and the sheer magnitude of the enemies arrayed against him. Allies may appear, but trust is fragile in a world that remembers the fear the Demon King once inspired. Every decision carries immense weight. A single mistake could turn the tide of battle or even awaken darker forces that have been lying in wait for centuries. Through these trials, the boy begins to learn not just about the extent of his magical abilities, but about leadership, sacrifice, and the complex line between fear and respect. His journey is no longer merely about self-discovery. It is a struggle for survival, justice, and ultimately, the chance to reclaim the legacy that was taken from him. The moment of true awakening arrives when the boy can no longer hold back the immense power surging within him. What was once a hidden, subtle force now erupts in its full magnitude, revealing the unmistakable might of the last Demon King. In an instant, the balance of the world around him shifts. Ordinary barriers crumble, the air trembles with energy, and his enemies realize they are facing a force unlike anything they have ever encountered. This is the moment when the boy steps out of the shadows of his former village life and into the role that destiny has carved for him. He moves with a precision and authority that reflects centuries of experience encoded in his soul, wielding magic and power that no mortal could hope to withstand. Every action demonstrates not just overwhelming strength, but a mastery that is both awe-inspiring and terrifying. Yet even as he displays his true abilities, there is a sense of restraint, an understanding that raw power alone cannot define a ruler. Through this dramatic demonstration, the boy begins to command not only fear, but respect, showing the world that the Demon King has returned, fully aware of his legacy and ready to face the challenges that lie ahead. It is a turning point, the line between his ordinary past and extraordinary destiny irreversibly crossed, setting the stage for epic battles, alliances, and the ultimate struggle to reclaim his rightful place in history. With his full power awakened, the boy manages to restore a fragile balance to the world around him, protecting the village and asserting his presence as the last Demon King. Yet this is not the end of his journey. Far from it. Though he has begun to embrace his destiny, the challenges ahead are greater than anything he has faced. Ancient enemies still plot in the shadows, rival kingdoms prepare for conflict, and the mysteries of his past life remain unresolved. Even allies may have hidden agendas, and every step forward carries the weight of centuries-old expectations. The boy must learn to harness not only his power, but also his wisdom, navigating a complex world where trust is fragile and danger lurks in every corner. This is only the beginning of an epic journey, one that will test his strength, character, and resolve as the last Demon King continues to rise. The story promises battles that will shake nations, alliances that could turn on a dime, and secrets of unimaginable consequence waiting to be revealed. If you want to follow the incredible journey of the last Demon King and witness every epic transformation, battle, and secret revealed, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe. Turn on notifications so you never miss the next chapter in this extraordinary story. This is just the beginning, and the adventure is only going to get more intense, more shocking, and more unforgettable. Don't miss a single moment of the Demon King's return.